Hello, everybody, and welcome to AJS News. We got a lot of stuff to cover this week, but first, we've got a very important word from our sponsor.
Very important.
Hi, I'm Alex with The Angry Joe Show, and I'm here to talk to you about a serious condition plaguing 2 out of every 3 YouTubers, ED.
I have ED.
I have ED, and it affects my everyday life.
ED is a crippling condition, especially amongst aging internet personalities.
Wait, what?
ED is the #1 cause of relationship problems, performance issues, and anxiety amongst YouTubers. If you or a YouTuber you know suffers from ED, there is something you can do. There's counseling, support groups, and now, thanks to AJS Labs, there's Patreon. Patreon is a once-monthly supplement that combats ED directly, eliminating many, if not most, of the symptoms of ED. Help bring the joy back to those you care about most. Fight ED, excessive demonetization. Ask your YouTuber if Patreon's right for you.
Thank you for helping us with our ED.
Patreon intended for rectal use only. May cause dizziness, color blindness, changes in urine color and taste, mud butt, painful unwanted erections, hair growth, gambling addiction, inflammation of the booty hole, and in some cases, death. Click the link below to support now.
Now, that's a very serious condition. You two are so brave, and I want to do everything I can to support you.
Thank you.
And you should as well.
We decided to come forward. We're trying our best.
What the hell? Thank you guys so much for supporting our membership program here at the AJSA, the Angry Army. We launched about this time last week, so it's been 1 week. We've had an amazing outpouring of support. Thank you guys so much. This is really going to help us. It makes us feel much more relaxed, you know, just invigorated, and to see that so many people do enjoy our content. And above and beyond the call of duty. So thank you to everybody who's joined on that. We would love to have you consider joining and supporting our show. We have yet to schedule our first monthly Q&A. We're going to do that towards the end, so I can gather some footage and some bits and bobs to include in there. And let's grow this thing together.
No pun intended.
There was, I think there was an article back when I was first starting my show. I didn't read it until later, or notice it until later. Back, I think in like 2008, they said, you know, all you really need to grow a business or to do one of these things is like 1,000 loyal, dedicated fans, or it was like 1,000 true fans or something is what the book is called, or the blog is called. And it's true, you know, it's if you can get these group of people that support you, you can continue to create what it is you want to create and put it out there. And I just want to thank all of you who have been with us over these many, you know, 10, 11, 12 years. I don't even know how long we've been here. But we would love to do it all over again and hang out with you guys in the coming decade. So definitely click those links below. Hit that join button or that Patreon button. See if there's something there that you might enjoy. And let's get to the news.
Yeah, we got some good news-ish for once to
It
start.
seems like January is all right.
Yeah,
so
we
far.
have good stuff so far. So we got some Easter eggs in the Division 2 last
Meanwhile,
year.
the world is falling apart.
yes.
But we're fine over here.
In gaming, things are okay right now. So we got a little bit of an Easter egg in Division 2 where we saw some posters with that said Ragnarok on them, and everyone's like, "Oh, Ubisoft loves to put in Easter eggs for like the next coming games. Is this the next Assassin's Creed?" It looked very reminiscent of Assassin's Creed with the white and red. And according to our friends on 4chan, that's exactly what we're getting. So there was a lot of fake stuff put out in the last couple of weeks where they were putting up fake Amazon pages. People have time to like make a fake Amazon page for no reason, just for like upvotes on Reddit.
Yeah, it's to get attention.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, then 4chan put out a pretty long post, goes in detail what's coming in Ragnarok, and it's exciting stuff. If you like Assassin's Creed and you like the idea of Vikings and traveling all over Northern Europe,
this 4chan is anonymous. Is this user?
Anonymous,
Obviously, it's all anonymous over there, so it could be still.
It could be fake, right? But what we do know is last year we got a very similar leak that was like 90% accurate for Odyssey. So if this is the same situation, this could all just be fake.
Okay, what is it? Tell me. Oh my God.
So
what is the next Assassin's Creed? Is it Japan? Like I thought maybe. Is it the dinosaur idea that you had, Joe?
Wanted the dinosaur.
Assassin's Creed dinosaurs?
Yeah, we came up with this thing like you could ride freaking raptors and Tyrannosaurus Rex. There wouldn't really be a lot to climb on.
That would be less stupid than their whole like we're gonna go back in time through your blood like lore that
we were just throwing crazy ideas.
No, it is Vikings. We're going to Northern Europe. And so you're going to be overthrowing different governments, deciding which people to go with, and so there's some exciting things. I don't want to get too in. Like people don't want spoilers, right? I don't want to put too much in there.
Spoilers. This is a 4chan.
Rumors.
They go into like the full story and like how it's going to play out. Okay. So if you want, you can find it. We'll put a link in the description where you can click and just see if you want to go through all that stuff. But I mean, I used to like Assassin's Creed a lot. Then they kind of hit a spot where I wasn't super interested. But this one kind of sounds exciting, and I'd be interested in playing it. So hopefully they do a good job.
I don't know. I guess I'm just not as excited as you are for Vikings. It just seems like, we had Spartans and we had Egypt. I guess Vikings is a natural thing, but.
Yeah.
Samurai would have been better.
Samurai would have been cool, but
but Sekiro took care of that.
Well,
and
Ghost
a lot
of
of other
Tsushima
Ghost of
coming out.
Tsushima, and then they were like, let's stay away from that right now because we don't want to be pigeonholed into this and compete against those other people directly. So if you can't go there, I guess Vikings is kind of the only other real good one out there.
We did
Dinosaurs. I'm with you, Joe. Something
better.
Well, we have what?
Nobody has dinosaurs right now.
Yeah,
Who has
true.
them?
Ark.
No one.
Well, the evolution is Vikings into pirates, which we already did, into
Yes.
lumberjacks. So next is Assassin's Creed lumberjacks.
Well,
right?
what I was thinking is I would like one that's like pure magic mythology, like fake ass, just
we got a little
go
of that with
crazy.
With,
we got a tiny bit of it with Odyssey.
Or the other one, yeah.
But there's another one coming, and I think that's what they're doing. That Gods, the upcoming one is maybe that kind of thing. So Vikings, I don't know. Honestly, you're excited. I'm like,
I just remembered.
Show me, impress me.
Yeah, I just remembered what happened with Odyssey, where it's like, well, you're gonna have to grind unless you want to pay us $5. So as long as that pay for experience thing, if that is not in here, I'll enjoy it. If it's in there, I'll just uninstall and get a refund.
I'm sure it's in there. I'm sure they're doing the grind. I'm sure they're doing the microtransactions, the $9.99, $999 best deal. But I just think, I guess it makes sense because then you got Vikings. You can get the ship still going. You can fire, arrows and pole arms that you could throw and stuff. So, okay. But they need something interesting, like commanding a Viking raiding party. Like maybe a little strategy, a little control over Viking raiding parties or co-op. 4 players.
There is you can't play with other people and have you play as the main character. Let me pull up what there is, but there is something like that. And what made me kind of excited is one of my favorite bad movies is The 13th Warrior with Antonio Banderas. The movie's terrible, but I love that movie, and I just want to make that party and just go in.
Okay, I gotta rewatch that.
That movie is so good. Ray and I watch that movie all the time, but
we'll have to watch it again. If this becomes true, and once they do the official announcement, we'll definitely do a trailer reaction to it. I'll give you my impressions and see if they've changed to something a little more exciting. But
There's some sailing included.
Okay.
I don't want to go into. There's
Digging
continuous
it?
heavy RPG mechanics
you
now,
that,
including
y'all,
different
already.
Yeah, I know.
classes.
That's about it.
Officially announced in February. Up to 4 players, drop in, drop out co-op like Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Okay.
So there was going to be some of that that you
Okay,
mentioned.
yeah. Now you're talking. Now you're talking
Yeah.
my language. Looking forward to that trailer.
If it's true.
If it's true, we'll see.
Yeah.
But 4chan doesn't lie.
Son of a bitch.
Don't hype me up.
Who's yeah.
We got some more goodish news. Like, there's actually good news from Xbox. They said that we got Xbox Series X coming out, and there's going to be some backward compatibility. Some the stuff that's coming out, there's going to be less exclusive titles for just that. And so if you have the current generation of Xbox, you'll be able to play games on there, kind of like they did with Breath of the Wild. You could still play it on Wii U, and you could play it on the Switch. So in an interview, Matt Booty said, "We want to make sure that if someone invests in Xbox between now and Series X, that they made a good investment." So that's good news.
What did you just say? Less exclusive titles, and that's good
For
news?
Xbox Series X. So you'll be able to play them on the current version of Xbox as well. So the new games coming out will also be available on Xbox One.
Okay, because that install base is much larger, and I guess maybe they're anticipating Xbox Series X not selling all that well.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna buy it. I'm just gonna keep my Xbox One.
You're just going to keep that one? Well, that's...
Oh, thanks, Joe. I guess I'll have to buy it then for the show. I appreciate
Well,
you.
well,
It's our
they'll-
job. We have to.
If they have an exclusive, then yes. But right now, they're not gonna do
Yeah,
it.
they're not
like
gonna do
that.
it.
So you gotta
you
while.
can play it over here.
Yeah,
We'll get
we-
it. We'll see. Less exclusives though. I mean, that's got to be kind of shitty for the people that are like going all in and saving up all their buckaroos.
Well, they
to
want
buy
they want the
it.
best versions of the game. You'll get better graphics and better everything
Buy
out
a
of the game.
PC.
Yeah, well, yeah, yes, but
PS5.
PS5, yes. But the other good news that we got
But
is
if they
you're
have less exclusives, how is it supposed to change the console war? Xbox hasn't
That's
been
what-
winning the console
that's
war
what I'm
because
saying,
they
like,
have
I'm-
the lack of titles, a lack of reason to purchase an Xbox
Well,
Series X versus
yeah.
a PlayStation 5. We've seen proven the Xbox, the PlayStation 4 pretty much destroyed the Xbox in the last console.
We had
for
games,
sure,
games,
but
remember?
it was they had games, and so this last couple of years, Microsoft has been acquiring all these new studios to make games specifically for Xbox 360.
And what they're
Xbox
saying
Series
is that those games are going to play on both.
on both.
And there's going to be 2 versions of those games, one on Xbox Series X, which is going to look nicer, and then another version where it's going to look less nice. But I want
save
more
my-
from my
yeah.
leaps and generate. I want to be like, not only does it look nicer, but it's got these features and this and that the current gen can't do. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Oh,
So
I know
I
exactly
guess
what
it's
you're
a
talking about.
double-edged sword in that sense. But you said it was good news.
It is good. I mean,
no.
if you have the existing console and you're not sure that you're going to jump into the other ones, knowing that your achievement's going to be able to be pulled from the other ones.
So you don't have to spend that money on Xbox.
The most important part of the article is that Booty also made a point to emphasize the importance of a steady slate of games, helped by its numerous studio acquisitions over the last few years.
Okay.
So that's the biggest
So they're
thing for Xbox.
exclusive. They're just exclusive to
The
your
Microsoft platform.
choice of Microsoft platforms, including PC.
Thank God.
Probably.
'Cause
Most
I
likely.
want to play on. I want to play on the computer.
Okay. But we will be buying an Xbox Series X and reviewing it and giving it a fair shake.
As long as the computers rule or the controllers real big. I want the Duke back.
The old
No,
school.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's basically the upgraded
like
D-pad
those.
controller.
All right. Well, we got some information from Steam saying that simplified Chinese is now the dominant language among Steam users. Now, what that means is it's a dominant language among Steam users who answered their survey. So that's something that a lot of people are like, oh, China's taken over. They're playing more games than everyone. It's like, well, maybe.
over.
Of the people who click the thing, would you like to take a survey? Which I automatically say no,
No.
because I never want to take the survey. The people who clicked that said that simplified Chinese is the most important thing. But, I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility because we know that the Chinese game market is the largest game market in the world. It's probably
Yeah.
the fastest growing game market in the world.
Yeah,
and it's going to continue to be
makes
that way.
sense. Makes sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, Blade Runner had it right. Firefly had it right. Like, you're going to have this big blending of, you drive down the street and you're going to see things in Chinese, you're going to see things in English, and then it'll be that way in the video game world.
It's coming in life.
New story because
Steam announced
just Steam said there's a lot of Chinese users.
It's the fastest
Steam
growing
rules
market.
it.
And so what we'll see is because it's the fastest growing base, we've already been talking about over the last year how the Chinese market is kind of dictating like the design of some of these games.
See,
but
that's
And
where I
movies
start to
and
have a
everything
problem
else.
is if we're going to have our games censored by the growing Chinese market. So as long as, we've got the way we have them, and then they can enjoy the games the way that their government says they need to enjoy them, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But so as long as it doesn't really affect us over here, then
I would hope not,
That
'cause
would be fine. More gamers is excellent.
It is excellent, but
Except for the fact that those gamers probably can't watch our show.
they can't watch.
I
our
want
show.
them to be able to
Some people
join
can
the Angry
somehow.
Army.
Yeah, so they can.
They were like, "Hey, I'm in China. I watch you." I was like,
Really?
For now.
That'd be
I was
sweet.
like, "How?"
Hey
Yeah.
guys, how's
I
it
was like,
going?
"Unless you're lying."
No, I'm sure there's ways.
The last thing the article
we
said.
love you just as much. We're just a little suspect on, we don't want our games censored in the sense that we
Yeah,
can't
because
have
like I was saying, Mortal Kombat would
skeletons
be
and
a
bloods.
completely different
Right,
game.
right.
We can't even do sweat anymore. I hit you and sweat comes
It's
off.
gonna
They don't
be
even allow
glitter.
that.
It's gonna be glitter.
You explode into glitter. That would be
Yes.
cool. The last paragraph's really important. Strict Chinese censorship laws also play a role in the growth of Steam.
Glitterality. I'm down with that. I want to see that. I'm sorry, go.
So strict Chinese censorship laws also play a role in the growth of Steam, and so this is going to be something that we'll see if Steam is going to kind of change the way that they're expanding now that all of the new customers are from not here. Yeah. So no blood, no gore, no skeletons, no ghosts.
No fun.
No fun. The no fun zone.
Ooh.
But glitterality.
Whoa, see how they glitter?
Oh shit! I want somebody to put up a glitterality. Maybe I might have to get my artist
Yeah,
to do
You
pull,
might.
pull out the photos. Yeah.
glitterality.
And just have sparkles squirting out.
And the little parties.
All right, the next bit of news we got this week is if you were looking for something to be outraged about this week, Escape from Tarkov is the thing to be outraged. Because
Why?
Because a while back, let's see, a 3-year-old comment made by not even just someone involved with the company said that Escape from Tarkov is for hardened men, and there's going to be no playable female characters. Now there's female NPCs and some other people in there, but it's only for hardened men because the type of war and the conflict is there is for hardened men.
Hardened
and
men.
the company itself.
That's I don't know. I don't know if I want to play. All the avatars are
hard
hardened.
men. They don't suffer from ED.
Look at me, my eyes. No, I'm good.
Don't look below the waist because they're all hardened men.
Yeah,
Get
very,
it?
very hard men.
I saw a lot of tweets on this. I was like, what is going on now?
There was nothing to be outraged about. This is the only thing that we got. So, you can be really
No women in Tarkov. This is boys only.
Yeah.
Don't you see the sign in front of my treehouse?
He-Man Woman Haters Club.
He-Man
Yes.
Woman
No,
Haters
ma'am.
Club. No possibility.
Yes. And then they said that, look, we don't agree with this statement that was made 3 years ago. This person's been officially
By some
reprimanded.
random person
Yeah.
who may or may not
Was he
be a
still with the
developer
company?
I think he's still with the company.
in a senior
Okay.
position.
But
not-
we didn't design any of the skins to be made for female characters. We didn't do any of these other things, and we're not going to now. So
that's
it's-
their decision. That's their
Yeah, because
right.
I don't know
if
how
they
long that
want
would
to.
take.
I
or
don't
anything.
care.
I don't-
But I mean, there is more of an argument there
Yes.
to create a female avatar than say, previously. Like I said, I didn't care that Battlefield 5 was including women. Then when it came out and I got my hands on it and see what other people were saying, it does affect the historical accuracy of it. But when you're talking about a PUBG type of game, there is no historical precedent for that. So you could put that in there without ruining the historical
men.
accuracy. Oh, but it ruins the hardened men.
I only want to
thought
play
it
with
would
really
increase-
hard men.
I thought it would increase the hardegidity of the men. New words here on AJS News. The hardegidity
yes.
of the
Spell
men
that
when they see the women. But no, apparently. Okay, whatever.
Men,
And-
manly men.
I wonder what percentage of women actually play Escape from Tarkov, and if it is a high enough percentage, they might actually
You saw some drops.
be able to
Or no?
get more women to play their game and thus make more money if they were to do female avatars. But apparently, no.
Ubisoft went through the same thing a couple years ago. So Ubisoft, from Montreal, James Theron said playable female models in Unity would have doubled our work. We're not going to do it. No playable women in the game. And then they changed a couple years later when the next rounds of Assassin's Creed came out, giving people the option.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was directly because they added female characters, but those things sold really, really well. They made more money than anything else.
It's their dumbass decision. There are a lot of female streamers that have a lot of audience, and if they're gonna be like, well, if you're not putting women, then I'm gonna go play a different game where I can play a female avatar.
Options.
I love customizing myself, and I like being a lewd whore as much as Joe likes being a lewd whore. You know, I love being a lewd whore.
I thought you said a lewd whore. And
whoa, that's
like,
a different thing. I did not say that. YouTube, what the f are you doing? Oh, we don't actually care now because we have the Angry Army
uncensored.
membership.
You're a lewd whore, and you're a lewd whore.
I'm a lewd whore, and you're a lewd whore.
Yeah.
You lewd whore.
I'm a loot whore.
A lewd whore.
Yeah.
No, I said loot whore because I've always described myself as a loot whore. I love RPGs and getting all the coolest looking loot and customizing myself. And it's totally fair when a female wants to be like, I want to
be in the game, or I just want to look like,
get customized. And these are the kinds of games where they can do it. And all I'm saying is that
personal for you,
if they say, no, we don't want to put female because this is for men only, like Dr. Pepper did for a while. You remember that? It was like Dr. Pepper for men only. Quickly that ended.
We're sorry. That was stupid.
Yeah, so they're probably shooting themselves in the foot. And, if your game is constantly evolving and adding new content, I don't see why it couldn't be one of the things that you add.
Yeah.
But it's their decision, and if they want to do that, that's fine.
Yeah.
There are other games to play.
It was just blown super out of proportion.
Yeah.
It was super
It's
funny.
the thing to be mad
It's
about.
like a 3-year-old comment.
Fucking social justice warriors trying to put women in my Tarkov. There are no women in Tarkov.
We're all hard
It's
men.
historical. We are all hardened men here.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right. Well, less about hard men. We got a little bit in March of this last year. Daedalic Entertainment unveiled the Lord of the Rings Gollum, and we didn't know too much about it at the time, but we got a little bit more insight just this week. And it sounds kind of weird, and I don't know what's going to happen because this is a stealth-based game. So you're playing as Gollum, and you're like a
So
stealth.
you just that creepy guy going,
yeah, I guess.
how are you going to be stealthy?
I don't know how this is going to work. It could be really cool. I'm excited to see, what ends up coming out. It tells Gollum's story from a perspective never seen before while staying true to the legendary books. It's not going to look like Andy Serkis. So
That's what I'm picturing.
Yeah, no, not
So at
no
the
Andy
end
Serkis.
of the game, you fall into the pits of Mordor, Mount Doom fire lava.
No, they said that we have more storytelling possibilities than the movie's ever had, and for us, it's very important to show a different set of emotions. You need to show you someone you can almost love, and then on the other hand, so someone you can really be afraid of, and at some points, trust me, you will fear him. It's a fairly straightforward stealth game with an emphasis on climbing, platforming. Yeah, that's going to be super fun. And Gollum himself won't have much in the way of special abilities or skills because it wouldn't make sense that he can, be a firebender.
I missed what you said at the beginning. The most essential part of this is Andy Serkis playing the character.
No, he's not going to look anything like
not
Andy
gonna
Serkis, and no Andy Serkis, nothing. It's just going to be someone else being creepy in a CG suit.
Fuck your game. I'm out. I'm out.
Did a great job.
Okay, well, that's it. We're out.
You're gonna have to impress the fuck out of me with that trailer, because that's
That's a hard sell.
That's a
Yeah.
real hard
Yeah.
sell. That sounds even worse than Assassin. Now I want to play Assassin's Creed.
Now
Vikings.
super
I'd
jacked
rather,
for Assassin's Creed.
I'd rather buy that.
Yes.
We'll see. All right, guys.
Well, the last thing we want to talk about is Pokemons. We
Talk.
talked.
Throw this in here.
Uh,
this is super important. How are you gonna miss this?
This is the last thing.
Originally,
The best for last.
Okay, save the best for last. Let's do it.
Dexit. Everyone hates Dexit because I want to play Bulbasaur, and you better give me. Bulbasaur's like my favorite. I don't give a shit. But people miss the Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And they said that for $60,
Yeah.
I can't give you all the
Nope,
Pokemon.
Game
Best I
Freak
can
says
do.
can't do it. We can't fit them in.
600, 700, 800.
It's impossible.
And then we're gonna make new things, but then they didn't make new things, and we're gonna do the animations, and they just stole them.
Can't add more.
But
Sorry.
for 2 easy payments of $29.99
Hey,
over the course of this year,
We added more.
more Pokemons. Some of them the ones that you want, and some of them new ones that no one cares about yet.
Gotta catch them all. Gotta buy them all
You
now.
gotta buy them all. You gotta buy them.
Game Freak. You gotta wonder
What?
if this was in the plan the whole fucking time, or it's like, let's
think it
start
was.
selling packs of Pokemons. There's clearly the demand for it when we remove them from the
Oh,
game.
people were
And
pissed.
sell them back. And based upon it lends precedence to a lot of the other things that people have been saying. Well, you know, oh, there's supposed to be these new animations and this and that, and they had to take time and do all this. If they start selling back the ones and they're not new animations, they're still the shitty fucking old ones using the same fucking old animation, the same fucking sounds.
Yes.
You know, it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. You're going to charge me price. You're going to basically, I guess this is a half solution between a whole nother game where you buy a whole nother game. Instead, you buy all the missing Pokemon that they removed from the game.
I don't like it.
Yeah, sorry. Your
Sorry,
Pokemon
not
is in
sorry.
another castle. You got to buy the
Like,
new.
where do you find a compromise? Because obviously, as we get up here in the thousands of Pokemon, Game Freak has a leg to stand on to be like, we literally cannot include all these with all these new animations.
Well, we can, but
Blah,
just not
blah,
for
blah, blah,
$60.
But not for $60. Give us $100, and you'll get all
$120.
this. $120.
Yeah.
Because it's two $30 packs.
$29.99. We get the first one in June, and the second one in autumn.
All right, well, we will be on top of this. I want to see the animations. We got to go through that and see, you know, is it worth it, or is it literally just the copy and paste stuff from the previous games packaged into a $30
No, we get
deal?
new Pokemons now. We're getting some new ones. Some new ones. So, I mean, I don't
Okay.
know.
I get if they're all new.
No, some of them are the ones that everyone wants, but there's still the problem is what you're doing is you're refining the list of not included Pokemon to like a smaller list, and there's going to be those people that are like, everyone gets their Pokemon but mine. I want this specific
Man, they had
one.
told people that they were doing it to balance the game. I guess that was a lie.
That was a lie.
It's just you're selling cut content.
Yeah. Well, why would I just do it all for $60 when I could sell you a new pack every 3
Well,
months?
they
for
see
$30?
what all these other companies are doing, and they're like, "Well,
want
I want a
in."
piece of the pie. I want to do this too."
Pokemon's the largest like franchise of it, like of anything. Like, there's nothing larger than Pokemon.
Oh, and them Game Freak lovers will eat it up, man. They will buy 17 DLC packs.
Yeah.
And encourage this behavior.
Well, then
And
they
now we're going to
deserve
start
this.
having,
If-
hey, you remember Train Simulator that they got up to 2,000?
my
Somebody sent me a
God,
tweet. I
yes.
forgot what it was. Damn it. I wanted to include that. Ugh, fuck. But there's some games out there that there's
Yeah.
DLC content that is now getting the fuck out of control, dead or
Yeah.
alive, too. And
That's where it started, and
congratulations,
we saw the
Pokemon
trailer.
fans, because here we go. If these things are going to be successful, if they're going to sell like hotcakes, you know, this is the
ready
beginning.
for a rude
This is the
awakening.
beginning of the end.
The next Pokemon game will have 0 Pokemon, and you'll have to buy expansion
Yeah.
passes to include every single
Oh,
one
that's
that
the
you
next.
want.
Yeah, that's the next.
You just
mobile
walk
game.
around and there's just grass, and it's like, well, where are all the Pokemon? Oh, you
gotta go
don't
to
get
the
You
store.
get
not,
Magikarp.
not included.
You get Magikarp.
Oh, Magikarp's pretty cool.
Yeah, for free.
pretty
You get
cool.
Magikarp.
Yeah.
Then the other 800 are packaged in a simple
it
best
even
value
evolve?
deal,
Costs
$99.99,
money.
Joe. $99.99.
Yeah.
And if you want, for $3 more, we'll make them fucking blue. We'll make them all blue. Yeah, awesome.
I'm super excited.
Awesome. I'm looking
Dun,
forward
dun,
to the
dun.
demolition of one of my favorite childhood franchises, and I appreciate it, Game Freak. Thank you for what we thought you were going to do, and now you're going to do it because you see the market for it. You see everybody. So I thought that maybe they would just wait one more year, and then in the next game, they would have had time to, we include all the previous ones. We got all the assets now. We got all the animations, and now we work on this set that we brought. So now this game has them all. It was just the transition from generations.
I want them to make a Pokemon pet shop, like within the game, that you can go in, and all of the locked Pokemon that you can't find in the game, you can just buy for $2 each.
Well, it defeats the whole purpose of Pokemon.
I know it does.
Okay.
and it's just, but it makes money,
And
like
it will
they're
make
dumb.
a fuck
Yeah.
ton of money.
Stop
Yeah.
giving them ideas.
Are you
son of a
Stop it.
bitch.
Give me some. You give me
A
some, and I'll
fucking
help you
pet
do that.
shot. Alex's fee is 10%.
Yeah.
And our fee, AJ and OJ, because it's
They're my pimps.
then we also get a cut.
Yes.
Game Freak.
Yeah.
Look us up. This is great.
Mm-hmm.
This wonderful positive change, Game Freak. I would love for you to sell even more Pokemons in packs of $49.99.
I, for one, am excited for this.
Well,
I did. I used to sell crack, but
Yeah,
now
no,
I
I
sell Pokemon.
But what if they sell you a Pokeball and you don't know what's inside, and it could just be anything?
Oh, mystery balls.
no, yeah, mystery balls, because it's not a box. It's not a box. It's a loot
Yeah.
ball.
Yeah.
You kids like balls?
30% chance to
You
get
didn't work on that tag.
Oh, okay.
Ditto, or you don't want Ditto, because then you get Magikarp, and
All of them are Magikarp.
0.00000% chance to get.
Anything else?
Cool.
Yeah, you want to go over?
Oh no! Well, okay. Obviously, we're gloom and doom right now, and but this is how honestly it begins, and to see that that's what they were, planning probably the whole time. It sucks. Feels like a little bit of a betrayal by Gamefreak. I understand the more Pokemon that's added to the game, the more it costs to develop these things. And so, at the very least, when these come out, they need to be the most amazing animations, the next evolution of Pokemon with really cool stuff. You know what I
It
mean?
needs to be
I have no problem paying for something like that is really cool, but when people are finding that a lot of this is reused assets or looks like reused assets or feels like reused assets, it becomes a problem.
Sometimes DLC is amazing. Like some of my favorite games are actually DLC. Like Blood and Wine is still like incredible. It feels like it's its own game.
That's an expansion.
And I was
call it an
I was like
expansion.
super like happy to be able to purchase that and play it in the game. And these are kind of the same thing. But if they're only just adding Pokemon, then it's not worth $30.
Yeah. Let us know what you think in the comments of this Gamefreak one, because you could kind of see it from both sides, but we knew it the whole fucking time. I knew
It's
it.
bound to happen.
They're lewd whores.
They're lewd whores. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for watching this week. Click those links below. See if you could support these lewd whores, and we would very much appreciate it to continue to bring you the content as we go into 2020.
Yeah,
It's
like,
still so rare.
20.
No, it sounds so rare because the movies are all like in
The year
2020.
2000.
I was like, oh man, we don't have any cool shit. Like I don't have any.
The world
floating
was supposed to end
fucking
8 years ago,
hoverboards.
right?
Where are my flying cars and my fucking hoverboards?
We're talking about
Back to the Future.
Pokemon packages right now.
And we're talking about cutting Pokemon from a game and reselling them later, and everybody being like, "Yeah,
No hoverboard, no nothing.
fuck 2020 so far." All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on the next Angry Joe Show.
Bye, guys.